Welcome ladies and gentlemen. In today's video I will be showing you every single weapon in Call of Duty Vanguard that is currently out with the Dark Aether camo. Kinda. So I'm definitely not copying a certain YouTuber with this video 100%. But I don't have Dark Aether unlocked on every single weapon because, well, the game's been out for like 4 days as of the time that I'm recording this, or 3. Honestly, I don't even know what day it is right now, but I will be going into every single weapon class, into every single weapon, and I will be showing you every single one with the Dark Aether camo, since, you know, I'll save you some time so you don't have to do it yourself, and also we'll get a good look at them and come to a conclusion if it's truly camo that's worth unlocking, because if you don't know, the two camos that are mastery, the atomic camo and the Dark Aether camo, yeah, one's definitely better than the other, and I think you know which. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. We're on the goal of hitting 50,000 subscribers with the release of Vanguard. Probably not gonna happen, but like, you know, during the Vanguard life cycle. And also be sure to drop by like a video if you did enjoy it anyway. Let's get right into it. So the first camo we are going to be looking at is for the Riot Shield. Now the most interesting thing with this camo on this weapon is, number one, this is not in zombies. Number two, it probably won't be in zombies. And number three, this has some really good camo coverage. Like, this looks really good. And obviously, I'm not going to be talking about the camo itself mostly. I'm going to be talking about the camo coverage on the weapons. And as I said, this looks pretty good. Oh my god, it's even on the inside. So if you use the Riot Shield, and if it ever does come out on it, you'll have the camo even when you have it on you at all times, which is pretty epic. And currently, there's actually a camo glitch. So if you have, let's say, the Riot Shield on your back in multiplayer and whatever weapon you're holding, if for example it has Golden Viper or gold on it, the Riot Shield will also have the camo. I don't know why, but it's a weird bug. So you could potentially already have, let's say, a Gold Viper shield, even though it's not in zombies. Since we just did the shield, which was a melee weapon, we might as well move on to the second melee weapon in the game, and that is the FS Fighting Knife. Now I did get this weapon already, Golden Viper / Plague Diamond, and I have a guide out there on the YouTube channel already. It will probably link down in the description, or maybe I'll like put it up. And I probably won't, but yeah, if you want to go see a guide for that, it's a very easy camo to unlock and it looks good. You know, the camo coverage looks really good, the handles animated and everything. But the bad thing with this, it's a very small weapon and there's no weapon inspect, so you won't be able to see this, like literally. I think the knife in this could be so much better with weapon inspects, and maybe if the blade part was actually bigger. Now moving on to snipers, which is the Type 99, the first sniper rifle in the game. It looks okay. So the camo coverage doesn't seem to be covering the whole weapon in a way that I would like it to. So the wooden parts on weapons seem to have this kind of more darker green and especially more black than the actual, like, oh wow, that is a very fast-paced camo. These close-ups are beautiful. Probably the video isn't making it justice. That is a crazy scope. Whoa. Can we exit this? Oh, you can't zoom in, but that looked crazy. Can we see that again? That scope looks insane with the speed of the camo. But yeah, this is the Type 99. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Now we are checking out the 3-line rifle, and this instantly looks way better. Like, look at that. The camo coverage looks so much better. We don't have any of those wooden parts. The camo is super fast paced. We do actually have, that's not wood, that's actually metal. So I guess they just kind of decided to which part to put on this specific kind of style and which part to not put it on. I guess that's understandable. Whoa, these close-ups are pretty insane, I gotta be honest. And this one definitely looks way better than the previous sniper rifle, the Type 99. And this is the tree, what is it called again? The 3-line rifle, yeah. And now moving on to the last sniper rifle, which is the Kar 98K, a fan favorite, personally one of my favorite sniper rifles in games. It suffers the same thing that the first camo does. It seems like the wooden bits, the more darker bits, are way slower than the actual. Okay, actually that looks pretty sick. The scope, it's very interesting that the full scope on these weapons is actually fully covered, and I actually kind of dig that. Oh my god, every single time they do this close-up, I'm just I'm just so it looks so good. It looks really good. And currently the best one had to be the 3-line rifle out of the 3 sniper rifles that are currently out in the game. But this looks still pretty good. The scope coverage is amazing, and these weapons are actually with no attachments, so probably with like better attachments you probably have way more of the faster paced camo coverage. But yeah, now let's move on to the next weapon. Now we have the Marksman rifles, and the first one is the M1 Garand, and once again, instantly looks amazing. I'm a huge fan of this like faster paced color of the Dark Aether. And also, can we just quickly talk about Dark Aether? I'm just gonna put this in here. This isn't Dark Aether. I don't know why they called it Dark Aether. They should have definitely called it totally something different, because this thing does not look anything like the Dark Aether. Oh my god, no, every single time this close-up comes around. There's even fingerprints on the weapon. The detail is insane. But this just looks like something I would spray paint myself and then I guess somehow animate it on the weapon and then just call it a camo. I'm not complaining fully about that, but for like a zombies one, I don't know. I had a feeling that they might go with something different, especially with the previous leak like red Aether camo that got leaked, which is most likely going to be a pack-a-punch camo. But yeah, this is the M1 Garand. Pretty good coverage, I gotta be honest. The next weapon up here is the SVT-40, and similar to the M1 Garand, it has really good camo coverage. Definitely has more of that slower paced camo on the metallic parts, not the wooden bits. So I really don't know how they define which bit has the which part. It's kind of interesting, but I'm waiting for that close-up shot to be definitely sure. Oh my, I don't know. Okay, maybe this one's a bit more disappointing, but it is pretty good camo coverage. I actually didn't use this weapon, I think. Anyway, I definitely used the M1 Garand. I still haven't used every single one of these weapons, but you can actually check out these camos yourself in custom games, which is pretty cool. I thought you actually had to level them all up, as in like in the game, and then unlock them, and then you can only check out the camos. But yeah, this still works for me. And now for the last Marksman rifle, the G43. It is pretty good. This looks like the M1 Garand at the beginning. Like, obviously, well, it does kind of look like the M1 Garand. But I mean, camo-wise, this time around, the magazine does have the faster pace, whereas the previous weapon didn't have the faster pace camo. Once again, I don't really understand it. I think this would look beautiful in game, and currently, the only person / team of people that I know is fully grinding out Dark Aether is Lego Unlocked. So if you want to like go, I'm pretty sure most of you know who Lego Unlocked is. But if you want a person who grinds out camos every 24/7, non-stop 24/7 to unlock Dark Aether and Atomic, definitely go check him out. And every single person that is streaming and grinding on his account, because he'll be the first person probably with Dark Aether, in my opinion anyway. Unless there's a secret team out there that I don't know about. But yeah, this is the last Marksman rifle. Moving on to the LMGs, we have the MG42, and honestly, this looks kind of good. It does have more of that slower pace camo, but it is such good camo coverage. Actually, is it? I'm not sure if it's on the magazine part. It doesn't seem to be. Or maybe it is. Will we get like a, I think we'll get a super close-up shot. Oh my god, that is, that is very close up. Anyway, let's, oh, can I not back out? It does seem to be on there. Oh, it is. It is. It's so faint though. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try to zoom in. It's the slightest of like the opacity on it has been decreased heavily. But yeah, that's the MG42. Moving on to the DP27. This is the frisbee weapon. It literally has like a frisbee on top of it, and it looks pretty good. It has the full coverage on the full weapon once again, just like every single other one, and it has it on the top. Can we kind of get a different angle? I'm kind of worried for the close-up. We should be getting it soon. It'll probably just zoom in on the like magazine part. Oh, okay, it's a different kind of close-up, but you can see it there. Let's back out of it. I think LMGs are kind of, oh my god, look at that. It's like it's actually more like a plate or something than a frisbee. That looks insane. This one, like, I think this is like one of the better coverages. So there you go. There's like a frisbee, Dark Aether, green tiger, whatever you want to call this camo. Honestly, I know it's a Dark Aether, but moving on to the Type 11. From what I've seen, this weapon is actually very odd in game, and you kind of like aim with it with your left side. It's a bit confusing, but it once again, just like every single other weapon, they did a pretty damn good job with the camo coverage. The long barrel bit of it seems to have the like, oh, we get a close up. It's a very weird gun, honestly, but it has this slower part of the camo. But obviously the parts that you will be seeing, for example, like here, you will be seeing some crazy movement on the camo, and it looks pretty solid. And now moving on to the last LMG, the Bren. I have no idea what that is on top of it, but it is the magazine, and it is ginormous, and it does cover the whole thing. So I am a huge fan of that. Detailing on this is just wild, honestly. Like, if I don't know if it's a PS5, and I don't know if it's my monitor, but whenever they have that close up, it is just it looks so good. They put in, oh wow, like the detailing is mad. But this is the angle you'll be seeing the weapon at. I actually don't know how the magazine is. I don't think it really blocks your view, and honestly in zombies it doesn't really matter since it's zombies. But if you're playing on multiplayer, I need to use this weapon. I haven't used like the World War II guns in forever, honestly. Now moving on to the shotguns, we have the Einhorn revolving shotgun, which is the most overpowered weapon currently in zombies. I will be making a video all about the like shotguns for camos, and also just a review on them because they're absolutely beast in zombies. But the camo coverage is where I'm a bit disappointed. So I hope we get the angle of where you'll be aiming soon, hopefully. Obviously these weapons will look totally different in game, but this definitely doesn't do its justice. But I'm not a fan. Oh, there we go. There's the angle that you'll be basically seeing the weapon at, kind of. Obviously you'll see a bit closer up to your face, but it has more of the slower bits, and I guess if you want to say the faster bits of, or the more vibrant bits, are not as popular on this weapon, if you want to put it that way. Moving on to the combat shotgun, which is basically like a pump shotgun, or if you want to call it the power from Cold War. It is actually a beast in multiplayer, and it is pretty good in zombies as well. It is, you know, it's a shotgun. The camo coverage, once again, similar to the Einhorn revolving shotgun. It suffers with the slower bits of the camo, and since you can inspect it, I don't know if you'll be really seeing the front faster bit. I could only imagine like the inspection that you have on Cold War. You kind of like grab the barrel and you look at it, but there's no inspections on this game. Hopefully they do add it later down the line, because inspections are just cool, you know. It's one of the main reasons I always go for camos, because I play Cold War and I like inspect my gun like 50 times in one game. I'm not even exaggerating. It's just what I do. It's like a reflex, and I try to do it on this game, and I should probably stop because it's just not gonna happen. Moving on to the Gracie auto shotgun. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Just similar like the other ones. Doesn't have that faster bit. It only has it on bits that either you're holding and you won't be able to see, or they're too far away from you. The closer up bits seem to be slower, but once again, you can't really decide until you have it fully in game. But I'm not a fan of these shotgun camo coverages, honestly. Pretty good detail, I won't complain. Now for the last shotgun, the double barrel shotgun, you can actually akimbo it, and I put on the attachment hoping to maybe see it in game, but unfortunately you can't. And in my opinion, this one probably has one of the best camo coverages, because in game you can actually kind of see most of the barrel, even though it's kind of flat. It's difficult to explain, but the shotguns have kind of disappointed me. But you can dual wield it, so you'll be able to see both sides. So maybe this is probably the best one with the camo coverage. It is pretty good in game, not the best. I need to try out every single attachment obviously beforehand to fully decide if this one's a beast. But yeah, these are the shotguns. Let's move on to the next weapon class. Now into SMGs with the MP40, probably one of the most used weapons in the game, and honestly this is a huge upgrade from the shotguns. It is covered mostly with that amazing kind of camo, fast paced. It looks amazing, and honestly in general the camo coverages on this weapon without any attachments, whew, they are so good. I've seen gold Viper, I haven't seen diamond yet on these weapons, or plague diamond, but oh my lord, look at that. It is, now see, it's a huge change from the shotguns one. Yeah, MP40, I guess there's not much more you can say. Everybody's seeing this weapon currently in game. Moving on to the stand, once again this one is amazing, because the handle of the part where you hold the like magazine of the weapon, it is fully covered in a camo, and you can kind of see it pretty well in game. This looks absolutely amazing, and these SMGs are pretty bangers. It does have some of that slower bit, but yeah, I don't think there's much more I can say. Oh my god, fingerprints? No fingerprints? No, but insane detail for sure. Oh, now moving on to the M1928, or the Thompson. Oh, that drum magazine had pretty good camo coverage. This one, I think this one's my favorite, even though we will be testing out looking at, oh my god, we'll be looking at the PPSH, but look at this. Sheesh, this looks really good with the camo coverage. Oh my god, they did a pretty good job. And the bit like where it has slow is on the other side, the part that you can't see. Okay, this one's pretty hot. I like this one. Now moving on to the Owen gun, and the first thing I can actually notice is that sight. That was very fast. Oh my god, look at the front. It's so fast paced. It's like flashing. Yeah, I guess it's pretty good. It has the same thing like the Bren LMG, I think it's called. The like really tall magazine. I don't know what they were up to in World War II. I guess this is like the best way to build the weapons. I'm not a like professional on this, so don't judge me. I'm not trying to even be like mean or anything or offensive. Mean? I don't know what I'm on about. But yeah, let's get to the PPSH faster because I'm really excited to see that one. But before we get on to the PPSH, we have the Type 100, similar to the, what was it, Sten? Oh god, I think it was the Sten. It has the same kind of magazine that you hold on to. Definitely more of the slower bits, not too crazy, but the top bit that you can see, I do like that. I do really like that. Can we get like the super close up? I just have to stay for the super close up shot because it is, I mean, look at that wood. Ooh, sheesh. I do like that. I do like that. That's hard. That's hard. And now onto the PPSH and well, it's definitely not what I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be fully covered, like the one in World War II. Oh my god, the coverage on that one. The parts that you can see, it's super slow. But look at that drum magazine. I know I didn't say I'm going to be putting attachments on, but I just had to put on the drum magazine. That's just what the PPSH for me is known as. And if you don't know, the PPSH is like literally my favorite weapon ever, literally. There's no weapon in history, in Call of Duty history, in game history, that I don't freak out about more than the PPSH. I just love it so much. It's such a cool weapon every single time. Even if it's the worst weapon, I will 100% use it most of the time. And I guess the drum mag was pretty good, which is probably the thing I'm going to be using the most. Moving on to ARs, we have the STG-44, and unfortunately, this weapon is actually currently bugged out to get camos on, but the camo coverage, oh, this is good. Look, it's the full thing covered, apart from obviously the grip. I'm so sad the grips didn't come back into this game from World War II. So sad, but it does look pretty good. Obviously, we're going to be getting the close-up. I mean, I can see more of the faster pace, but I think it looks better from this angle. Look at that. That looks pretty good. That looks not pretty good. That looks really good. Moving on to the automation, which I've actually heard a lot of positive things about. Supposedly it's just like overpowered as the MP40. And here it is with the Dark Aether camo. Once again, pretty solid. Obviously it has the handle at the slower camo and a tiny bit. It has a very weird sight, but a tiny bit of the super slow one. Just gotta wait for that super up close shot. Come on, baby. This is a weird angle. I mean, obviously the detail's good, but it's just not one. Maybe I've seen enough, but the front looks really good. The front looks really, really good. Definitely more of that green camo than more of the black bits on it. But yeah, this is the automation. What a weird gun name. Now we have the Aether Burst. I don't even know what this weapon is. I didn't even know it was in the game. But it has these kind of like rags at the front. I don't know if you just saw that there, and they're also in the Dark Aether camo. It definitely has more of the slower bits. Oh look, see, you can see the front. It's so interesting. I hope they zoom in on that part. Oh yeah, they're like grips or whatever you want to call it, so I'm kind of into that. No, it zooms in on the slightly most boring bit, but yeah, that's very interesting in my opinion. Now moving on to the bar, which is another fan favorite weapon. Personally not mine, but it is definitely a memorable weapon from World War II. You know, called 2017, not 2020. It is, once again, similar to the STG. Full thing covered. Absolutely sexy. Looks beautiful in my opinion. Look at that. It even has the like side thing. I think that's used to reload the weapon. Oh. Look at that. It's so fast paced. I can't keep up. Beautiful. Absolutely splendid. Now onto the AS-44, the AS-44. No, the AS-44. This one actually looks a lot like an AK-47, and I don't know if it plays like an AK-47. I don't remember some of these weapons from World War II. They were probably out as DLC, but I was told that all of the ones from World War II are in the game. This one looks pretty good. I do like the camo coverage. Once again, it does kind of look like the AK-47, so I'm kind of into that. I kind of dig that. Actually, yeah, no, look at that. That looks like the AK-47. Pretty good. Now moving on to the NZ-41. No idea what this weapon is. I think I used it in Zombies. I think this is my first ever weapon that I used in Zombies when I first tried it out. And oh, look at that. Ooh, okay, this is good. Oh my god, what a weird looking weapon. Man, this is interesting. I do like that though. That is a very good camo. Oh, wow, this is good detail. Very good detail. Why do I don't know why I'm so into the detail, but this is pretty good camo coverage. I don't even know what weapon this is really. And now on to the Volk. I'm not gonna read that whole thing. I think this is the last AR. pretty good. It definitely has more of the slower bits where you aim in, ADS, where you'll be looking at. Yeah, I don't know. Does that handle bit barrel, whatever? Not barrel. Yeah, that definitely has a camo. You can slightly see it in this dark bit. Yeah, it looks good. Definitely not the best close-ups, I have to be honest. But yeah, this is the last AR. And now into the last few weapons. These are the launchers. This is the M1 bazooka. I can't like inspect it close up, but here it is. One other thing similar to the shield, this is not in zombies as of right now, but it does have the camo coverage, and it is pretty good. It actually looks really good. I do really like that. I don't really know how it is in game, but I think it's supposed to be, you know, just another rocket launcher. Very interesting that it's not in zombies. I don't know why there's camo coverage, why there's camo challenges, but it's not in game. Very odd. And here we have the Panzer Shrek and just this huge plate at the front. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, this looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. I remember this one from World War II. It was an interesting rocket launcher to get camos on. I don't think I even went through with it. I was very close to getting chrome on World War II, but I just, yeah, as I said, I just never went through with it. And this one looks pretty good. Once again, very, very, very good camo coverage. I think it's better than the bazooka one, honestly. Yeah, definitely better. And now moving on to the Panzer Faust. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Very interesting weapon. This just looks like ammo, really, that you would use. I think that's all that this is. Just like a... Can we look through the hole? I don't know why I'm looking up. Yeah, I can't see much. Brilliant camo coverage. It has camo coverage at the front bit, which is I'm pretty sure the thing that is used to blow people up. So you're basically shooting dark ether camo weapon bullet things. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's pretty good. I really like this one. And now on to the last launcher kind of thing. This is the Thumper, the M79 or the M11 something in this game. It looks okay. It's a very wild weapon. I did use it on multiplayer because it just looks so interesting. Look, it has like a ginormous bolt on it. Like, look at the size of that. I know it's not a bolt, but it just looks like one. It's just so interesting. Very, very different from the M79 that we have in Cold War or a Thumper that I've seen in the past. But yeah, it's just a grenade launcher. Can we, once again, nope, I can't see anything through the hole. That sounded weird. And now on to our last weapon, camo pistols. Rat. What is this? Why is it so far away? Hello? Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to look at these really that well. Well, we have a... What will the close-up look like? Oh, that looks pretty good. So this is the Rat. I don't know why it's called the Rat. Obviously, it is a weapon from World War II, but yeah, it just looks like the 1911 to me. Sorry, not a professional in pistols, but pretty good camo coverage. On to Top Break, which is basically just a revolver pistol. This one really reminds me of the Bloodhound from Shadows of Evil. Obviously, it isn't, but it's just a revolver. I used it. It's not the greatest. Ooh. That is, yeah, that's pretty good camo coverage. Once again, you can't really see it. I have to look this way because my mic's in the way. Maybe if I move the mic. Okay, there we go. Yeah, revolving, shotgun, revolver, whatever. And now on to the actual 1911. You really can't see it, can you? Look at it in the corner. This one definitely looks more like the 1911 or the M1911 as I like to call it. Oh my god, I can see fingerprints. Instant, 100%. Oh my god, look at that. That is beautiful. Yeah, that is... The pistols are pretty good camo coverage, and you can akimbo them most likely, so 100% sick. Absolutely sick. How many times did I say absolutely? I bet absolutely sick. Now onto the Clouser. They just keep getting lower and lower, I swear. I know this pistol. It was the P08 in World War II, I remember. I think it was called. So I don't know which is the correct name. But yeah, this one has... Yeah, pretty good camo coverage. Obviously, the handle sucks that we don't have the handles from World War II, but it's pretty good. I dig it. Can we get a close-up shot? No, we can't. I think we already did. This one is probably the worst to see, so let's look at it this way. Okay, this looks pretty good. Why didn't I look at these in this way? Yeah, pretty good. Solid. Let's look at it if we were looking at... Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't even know if I'm speaking English anymore. And now on to the last pistol, which is the machine pistol, and just in general, the last weapon. I think I've been here for how long? I've been here for 36 minutes recording this. This is taking way longer than I expected. Hopefully the video is shorter. But yeah, once again, excellent camo coverage, beautiful close-up detail. Absolutely. Oh my god, I said it again. Very good. Absolutely very good. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, this is going to be for the video. I have no idea what I'm going to title it, probably like, oh, Dark Aether on all weapons. Sorry if you actually expected them to be in game, but I think this is pretty good, and I kind of will hopefully try to edit it to be as fast paced as possible, to get through it as fast as possible. So not to make this outro any much longer, if you subscribe, thank you so much. If you like the video and you like the video and you dislike the video or whatever, thank you so much, and I will see you all guys in the next one. Peace out.